every Dragon Ball, a Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super Goku fight all in one bout to determine what is the best battle that Son Goku has been in all of Dragon Ball. Hello everyone, it's me again, Studio here, back to more Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super news. They actually already have done the votes for what is the best Goku fight in Dragon Ball since I officially am in May 9th. I'm not sure about you guys. I'm sure at the time I was watching this video, everyone should be on Goku Day. And if that's the case, happy Goku Day, everyone. Please leave happy Goku Day in the comment section down below. And without wasting too much time, let's go on to what is categorized as a fight for Goku, when we'll actually see all of the battles from the first chapter of Dragon Ball to the end of Dragon Ball Super. May 9th is Goku Day. To celebrate, we're holding a poll to determine the best battle Goku's ever had. Amongst many battles he fought from Dragon Ball all the way to Dragon Ball Super. Naturally, Goku's battles with Vegeta, Frieza, and the like are included, but we've also added Goku's face-offs against the boulder he destroyed during training, and the epic rock, paper, scissors competition against Yajirobe. The definition of a battle. Verbal sparring and rock, paper, scissors counts, so if Goku's just having a yelling match with someone, that also counts. As long as Goku enters the contest with the spirit of battle, battles against inorganic foes also counts. So for example, if Goku's, not getting off-guarded, let's say a coconut falls on his head, that's not a battle, but if Goku knows the coconut's gonna fall on his head, and he's prepared for it, then that's a battle. So yeah, however, rocks and such whose destruction is merely a casualty of another fight do not count. So yeah, rocks that get destroyed during a fight, for example, let's say I don't know, Frieza kicks Goku into the side of a mountain, that it doesn't suddenly become Goku versus the side of a mountain, it's still Goku versus Frieza. So yeah, the start of a fight until fighting stops counts as one battle. Characters who Goku fights more than once are included in the lineup as many times as they fought Goku. So a good example is obviously Goku versus Vegeta is not separated into multiple different fights. For example, you could say Goku versus Vegeta and Goku versus Great Ape Vegeta are two different fights, but it's still just Goku versus Vegeta, It's not going to get in the way, however, of Goku versus Vegeta much later in Dragon Ball Z, where they fight as a Super Saiyan 2 and, Majin Vegeta. So those are two different Goku versus Vegeta fights. Just wanted to make that clear. There are 165 battles in the total lineup. God damn! And we're going to start with Dragon Ball for one. I do believe that we have to vote one at a time, and obviously we will determine what is the best one in each category, and then which one is the best overall. So, without further ado, let's go straight into Dragon Ball, and I'll make this quick, because I know a lot of people haven't seen Dragon Ball for some reason. Please go check out Dragon Ball, it's as good as Dragon Ball Z. So yeah. I want to say it's as good as Dragon Ball Z, but it's shorter and it's also better, so it's better than Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z just has more moments. I guess it's a 50-50, right? But Dragon Ball, either way, the first fight is Goku versus a tree stump. Awesome. Goku versus a giant fish. Goku versus Bulma's car. To be fair, he did think Bulma's car was a giant animal, and he was trying to attack it because of that. And then there's also the first meeting between Bulma and Goku, which means that Goku versus Bulma is technically an official fight. This is by the Dragon Ball official accounts. Goku versus Bulma is a fight, right? I know people keep saying Goku versus this, Goku versus that. Goku versus Bulma is a real fight. The official Dragon Ball account says it themselves. That means it's real. That's it. So when people ask you, oh, what's your least favorite Goku fight? You could actually say Goku versus a giant fish and just watch how confused they get, because they won't know what you're talking about. Goku versus the Pteranodon. I do believe this is the one that kidnaps Bulma. And Goku versus the television when he isn't aware of how, TVs work. Goku versus a wolf and a centipede. Goku versus a boulder for part of his training, as well as Goku... didn't he just pick up Turtle? I'm pretty sure he just picked Turtle up, but I guess that counts as the versus. Goku versus the Bandit Bear. Goku versus Bulma again. Again, this is two separate instances. The first time was when Bulma was fighting him after, he messed up her car. And the second time is much later since Goku stole her panties. See, these are two different fights. They are not the same fight. So they're not going to be regarded as multiple different things. You know what I mean? Like Goku versus Frieza is one fight. It's not going to be Goku versus Frieza, full power, Super Saiyan Goku versus Final Form Frieza, Super Saiyan Goku versus full power Frieza. That's all going to be one fight. So just wanted to make that clear. Goku versus the door of the house of the old man with a hatchet. That is insane. And then Goku versus the old man with a hatchet himself. Also nuts. And then Goku versus Oolong. Yeah, okay, so I remember this. The old man with the hatchet, they do think Goku is Oolong transformed, and that's why they try to attack him. Then it's, revealed that Oolong is this guy, but he's not actually this guy either. He's a pig. So that's depressing. Goku versus Three Bricks. That is a fight. As well as the fight with Yamcha, the first match, and then the rematch after a day. There is a break between him and Yamcha having a fight, so that's why these are regarded as two different fights, even if they're back-to-back, because it's a considerable break, and they're two different instances, right? So yeah. Goku versus Chi-Chi the first time they meet. Goku versus the card that they received from Yamcha. Yes, this is when he practices his Kamehameha after Master Roshi puts out the flames with his own Kamehameha, and Goku's like, oh my gosh, that's a cool skill. And Roshi's like, yeah, it takes ages to learn, and Goku just does it on spot, so that's pretty cool. Goku versus the Rabbit Gang members. I think those guys are still, well, actually, they're not still on the moon, because after the moon got blown up by Master Roshi, he technically would have killed them all. And I don't know if they wish for them to come back with the Dragon Balls, so these guys are just gone. And then Goku versus Mr. Rabbit himself. Goku versus Shu. Goku versus Shu's robot after he leaves the robot, but Goku just thinks for some reason it's still a living creature, and he has to fight it. The prison wall on Pilaf's castle. I'm pretty sure this is what lets Goku receive a moon. And then when Goku becomes a great hip, I guess he is such an animal that everything he interacts with afterwards is a fight. So Goku fighting Pilaf's castle, Goku fighting Pilaf, Mai, and Shu, as well as Goku attacking his friends, all count as different fights because he is an animal. He's just picking, you know, random targets to be his new enemy. Goku versus police officers who are chasing Launch, as well as he didn't really fight Launch, she just kind of shot him. But there you go, Goku versus Launch is also a fight, I guess. Goku versus Kuririn, as well as Launch being mad at Goku for sleeping in the same bed as her, even though I'm pretty sure that was her fault. Goku in the preliminaries for the tournament. There are multiple preliminary fights he has here, as well as, just multiple preliminary fights. Then he fights Giran, which I think is the first real fight of the tournament, well, his first real fight of the tournament. Then he fights Nam, and then Jackie Chun. Who is Jackie Chun? I don't know. Toriyama, never brought him back ever again, so I guess we'll never find out who Jackie Chun actually was. Apparently he's Roshi's brother. That's kind of interesting. Either way, the next arc is when Goku, runs into the Red Ribbon Army. You can submit your vote for this one. I'm not going to submit my vote on the screen because then you guys will see what I voted for. You know what? You guys let me know what you consider the best fights of all categories as I pass through them, right? So, for example, let's say my favorite fight of this category is like Goku versus Jackie Chun or Giran, right? That's what I would click on, and then that's what I would press submit for. So yeah, just an example. Onto the next category, to the second half of Dragon Ball, and I think the beginning of Z as well. Here we have Goku versus Red Ribbon Army soldiers. These are the ones who are under Commander Silver or General Silver. I don't know. There's so many goddamn different names and ranks for the Red Ribbon Army dudes. But Goku goes really... I think Red Ribbon Army arc... By the way, let me just stop for a bit. I think Red Ribbon Army arc might be the best Dragon Ball arc. Maybe not the best Dragon Ball Z arc, because I like the Frieza Saga too much. But Dragon Ball's best arc is definitely... I would say the Red Ribbon Army arc is the best of every arc in Super, actually. It's just so well done. So again, if you want to check out Dragon Ball, please do that. Okay? Awesome. Goku versus some grunts, then it becomes Goku versus Colonel Silver, and then it changes to Goku fighting, I think, General White. This is where Muscle Tower comes from. So those of you guys who are wondering what that big tower was in the middle of the Ice Map in Tenkaichi games, because you haven't watched Dragon Ball, this is where it comes from. Please go watch Dragon Ball. So Goku fights a lot of soldiers from General White. Then I do believe he fights, Major Metarik, who is actually a Terminator reference. So if you like Terminator, please, again, just read Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is good. There's a reason why Dragon Ball Z happened. It's because Dragon Ball is good. So go read Dragon Ball. Huh? How many times do I have to show Dragon Ball? Then Goku versus the Purple Ninja, Murasaki. That's a really good fight. Goku versus, I say really good fight. It's kind of long, but Murasaki is just a big coward. Goku versus Bune. And then Goku versus General White. Afterwards, we have Goku versus the Chinese martial artist, the guy he flexes against. That's pretty good. Goku versus West City Hoodlums. The Red Ribbon Army Blue. Oh, Blue was a real nutcase, for lack of a better word. Goku versus the Pirate Robot's a great fight. The Pirate Robot makes a lot of appearances in Toriyama's works in general. So I don't even know if Dragon Ball is the first time it actually appears. But it might be. It's obviously its most popular appearance because, Dragon Ball's his biggest manga. There's Goku versus the giant octopus. Kamehameha straight in between the eyes, ouch. And then Goku versus General Blue, and then the rematch in Penguin Village after he, meets up with Arale, which is really fun. Goku versus Colonel Yellow, there you go, that's all of Colonel Yellow. And then Tao Pai Pai. This fight is so good. And it's not sort of a fight, it's more of a slaughterfest. Tao Pai Pai just beats the crap out of Goku. But it's such a good fight because Goku, for the most part in Dragon Ball, kind of has things under control except in the Jackie Chun fight. So seeing things get turned around by a villain, someone who's not going to take things easy on him, is actually really interesting. Then there's Goku versus Karin. This is during the training arc. And in the rematch of Tao Pai Pai, Afterwards, it's the Red Ribbon Army headquarters guard plane. Okay. And I think this is when he storms the Red Ribbon Army headquarters, because Tell Pai had most of the Dragon Balls, and he wanted to retrieve he didn't get the one he got from Goku. You know what? Read Dragon Ball. Watch Dragon Ball. I'm not telling you. Red Ribbon Army headquarters. Goku goes to the Red Ribbon Army headquarters. He has a fight with Officer Black, as well as... Oh, no, yeah, he just has one fight with Officer Black. He never fought Commander Red. I completely forgot about that. But this is afterwards when they need to go to Baba, and Goku then fights the Mummy, Devilman, Grandpa Gohan, not to be confused with Gohan, the son. It's the Grandpa's son Gohan, not Goku's son Gohan. Then Goku fights the Peel-Off Machine again. Then he fights King Chopper in the next tournament. This is, I believe, the Tien arc. Then he fights Pan Poot, and then Kuririn and Tien Shinhan. This fight with Tien Shinhan is such a good fight. It's actually unreal how good it is. Then Goku versus Tambourine, which is that's a really sad fight too. Goku versus a boulder. Destroyed to confirm Goku was back to full strength. Goku just punched the boulder to be like, yep, okay, I'm feeling good. Then Goku fights Yajirobe. Then he has a rock, paper, scissors match with Yajirobe. This is real. This happened. Then Goku fights Tambourine after his rematch where he's, regained his strength. Then he fights the Great Demon King Piccolo, which he loses kind of badly, but then he one-shots Drum, and then he fights Demon King Piccolo after getting his full power back. And then he fights Mr. Topo and Kami, and this is what leads to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. I do believe that in some cases, the first arc, again, don't forget to let me know what your favorite part is in all of this, right? Because all of this is like good. This is all amazing. But I do believe that the next part is usually regarded as the first arc of Z. Like sometimes in Japan, I believe this part where Goku becomes like, tall. This is now the Goku we all know and love, right? When Goku becomes tall is usually what a lot of Japanese people also consider to be Z, like the actual start of Z, not the Saiyan Saga like we normally do. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and you guys might want to know that. Goku's rematch of King Chopper after he's significantly taller. It obviously goes easier because Goku's way stronger. And then Goku beats up more preliminary people. Then he gets into a fight with Chi-Chi. Then Tien Shinhan's rematch. And then Demon King Piccolo revived, aka Piccolo Jr. That's a very awesome fight. Honestly, still one of the best fights in Dragon Ball. Look how long that fight is. 182, and then Raditz appears in 197. God damn. God damn. Now we're in Dragon Ball Z officially, with Raditz being the first fight, and Raditz with Piccolo's aid is the next fight. Goku, oh yeah, Goku's dead for ages. Goku fighting Bubbles, I guess. And then King Kai just, slapping up Goku's cheeks, for lack of a better word. He's just really strong, I guess. Goku versus a huge brick, and this is when he was using the Spirit Bomb. This is a great moment. Goku versus Nappa. Look at the gap, man. Oh my god. Could you imagine waiting weeks a week for a Dragon Ball chapter like we do with, like, I don't know, because we're all older now, right? Imagine waiting weeks a week for Dragon Ball chapters like we do for, like, JJK and, like, My Hero and stuff. That is crazy. But yeah, Goku versus Nappa, great fight. 4 chapters later, Goku versus Vegeta, so iconic that they even changed the art style to the covers for this one. That's very good. The colors covers. And then Goku versus the casts on his arms and his legs is a fight. Him going, all right, that would be like if me going, I'm back to full strength when I took a bandage off my arm was a fight. That's insane. Dragon Ball, Goku. It's Goku versus himself when he hits himself with Kamehameha. They actually count Goku attacking himself with a Kamehameha as a fight. That is crazy. I don't think it gets crazier than that. Recoome is also a fight. Jais and Bata is a fight. Captain Ginyu, and then a rematch of Ginyu when he gets his body back. And then Goku versus Frieza is one fight. You can see it here. One of the most legendary, talked about fights in all of Dragon Ball. And it is just one fight. I'm going to be biased and say that's my favorite for now. Actually, Goku hitting himself with Kamehameha is really funny, so that's my favorite for now. Goku versus Future Trunks. Even though it was just Future Trunks testing if Goku was right, if he was him. And Goku confirmed, yes, I am him. And Trunks was like, all right, cool, he's him. Goku versus Android 20 and then Android 19, which doesn't go in his favor because of the heart virus. And then his next fight is all the way. Oh, this isn't even a fight. This is him just teleporting away from second form Cell. Why would they lie like this? Well, either way, I guess it was a confrontation. So Goku versus second form Cell. Goku and Gohan training in the time chain, but this is the only time you'll see Goku with the Saiyan armor. I will say he looks much better in his gi, so yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Goku versus Perfect Cell, another great fight. Goku versus Cell Juniors, even though it's just him, you know, getting his ass beat. It's a Cell Junior fight. Goku teleporting second form Cell off the planet is technically a confrontation. So yeah, he did in fact, that is a fight. And then Cell, fighting alongside Gohan. Yeah, I mean, he was technically fighting alongside Gohan. He did beam his thoughts into Gohan's head and motivate him greatly, so that's pretty cool. Goku versus the Punching Machine, all the way in Naboo Saga, is the next time we see him in action. After the Cell Saga, and then Gohan and Vegeta. This is also rock, paper, scissors, but didn't actually say it here. But this is also a rock, paper, scissors match, and it counts as a fight. That's funny. Goku versus Yakon, and then versus Majin Vegeta, another great fight in all of Dragon Ball, versus Fat Buu, where we see Super Saiyan 3 for the first time. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then versus the Elder Supreme Kai. Alright, damn, okay. Versus Vegeta again, but this time they actually put down that it's a rock, paper, scissors match. So yeah, also, I need to say that, that's a reminder. Only in the anime does Goku fight Super Buu for like a little bit. Remember, he fights, I do believe it's Super Buu with Gotenks absorbed. Then it's Super Buu with Piccolo absorbed. And then it's Buhan or Gohan absorbed with Piccolo, right? That's only in the anime. So if you're wondering why there's a big gap between Elder and rock, paper, scissors, yeah, Goku technically didn't really go into any fights. He just became Vegito, which they count as a different person. And then went inside Buu, they ripped out all the important parts, and then, you know, they left. So I'm surprised if they didn't count running away from Kid Buu as a confrontation or a fight. But yeah, next fight is with Vegeta, rock, paper, scissors. And then afterwards, it is Majin Buu, Gotenks absorbed pure. Really? Wait, why'd they put Gotenks absorbed there? That's just Kid Buu. This is the English version of this site. They must have messed something up. Apparently, he has Gotenks absorbed here, so never mind. I guess Ultimate Gohan wouldn't have helped that much. His next fight is with Goten at the end of Z, and then Oob also at the end of Z, which is pretty damn cool. And that is where Dragon Ball Z's fights come to a close. And now we're on to the very, very, very last part, which is Dragon Ball Super. Now, Dragon Ball Super may not be my favorite part of Dragon Ball, but it's still Dragon Ball, so we'll count it. And here we go. Chapter 1 of Dragon Ball Super. Goku remembers his battles with Frieza, Cell, and Buu. So, yeah, those count as fights, I guess. He's just recapping and going through them again. In the end of Z Kakarot DLC, he also does this. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. I just thought I'd point that out. And, yeah. And then Goku has a little bout with North Kai before he, you know, has his first fight with Beerus, which doesn't go his way. And then he has his rematch with Beerus after he becomes a Super Saiyan God. Yeah, they even put it down there. And then it's Vegeta and Goku training where, you know, Super Saiyan God is prohibited, right? We just have to fight in our base forms. By the way, this is one chapter after he fights Beerus. I just wanted to mention that. And then 2 chapters after that, they unlock Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, Goku training with Vegeta counts as a fight, as well as when they're fighting in Super Saiyan Blue 2 chapters later. And then it's Goku versus Botamo, which is, you know, the Winnie the Pooh guy who can absorb, like, infinite attacks. And then it's Goku versus Frost. Oh, keep in mind, they skip Revival of F in the manga. So if you're wondering why there's no Goku versus Golden Frieza, that's why. They just skip Revival of F in the manga. So, yeah. Goku versus Frost, which, you know, Frost cheats, whatever. Then it's Goku versus Hit, which is very different in the manga than it is in the anime. And then in Dragon Ball Super again, we have Goku and Vegeta training in the Capital Corporation Garden. He's probably going to have a lot of fights with Vegeta on this list. And then it's, Beerus again there. Then it's Future Trunks here. And then it's the racing game he has with Vegeta. Oh, I forgot. They did actually take a little break after Trunks showed up in the past. I actually forgot about that. They actually did take a break and they played a racing game. That's funny. Then we have his first fight with Zamasu as a Super Saiyan Blue. And then the rematch after Goku learns Mafuba! And then it's, you know... Oh, wait, hold on. Are they counting Vegeta now as a fight? They are. This is Vegeta. I mean, Blue Goku does fight Zamasu, but this is an image of Vegeta fighting Zamasu. So that was kind of weird. Okay. Well, I'm going to still say he fights Fused Zamasu because all they did is put the wrong image up. He does actually fight Fused Zamasu here, I believe. That's where the Hakai comes from. So, yeah. Dragon Ball Super. A bunch of robbers and Goku and 17 fight them, I believe. And then it's another Dragon Ball Super one with Topo. It's Goku versus Top from Universe 11. Beerus slapping Goku on the side of the head is a fight. I don't think Goku was ready for that, but I mean, Beerus is so strong, I guess that counts as a fight even if it's not something Goku was prepared for. Then it's Goku versus Android 17. I actually did not remember he used Super Saiyan 3 to fight 17 in the manga. Then it's Goku grabbing Frieza going, hey, he's our last guy for the tournament. And then it's a bunch of Pride Troopers trying to jump Goku. They jump in him, but it's not working. And then it's Goku versus Dispo and Toppo. Then afterwards, it is fighting Jiren alongside Hit. But Hit just gets one shot, so. Then it's Goku versus Kale. I actually didn't remember that. Like her in that form fighting Goku. And then it's Goku unlocking Ultra Instinct, finally taking on Jiren in the manga. And then afterwards, it's Goku and Vegeta training again in in a gravity room. Then it's Goku's first match against Miras. By the way, this is now the end of the Tournament of Power. I'm surprised it didn't include Goku and Frieza versus Jiren. I guess since that was just one long big fight, they didn't feel like making them two different fights. Because Tournament of Power does just become one giant long, like 1v1 at the end, right? Well, not 1v1, but there's no breaks in between the fight, so it can't be regarded as a new fight or a different fight, or anything like that, so yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the Tournament of Power arc, and now onto the Dragon Ball Super manga exclusive stuff, which is, there is way more manga exclusive stuff than there is actual, like the anime stuff that they cover. So yeah. So wait, hold on. The Moro arc and the Granola arc, as well as the DBS Superhero arc, are just way longer than everything else they covered. I mean, to be fair, they skipped Revival of F and Dragon Ball Super Broly, so I guess they did kind of cut content there. But yeah, Goku training against Vegeta, as well as training against Miras, the first time they fight. And then his first fight against Moro too. And then another fight against Moro after he fully recovers. And then it's Moro's boys. And then it's Miras again. And then it's Miza, Kikaza, and Iwaza. I don't remember these guys. And then it's Goku versus Zao Yogi. I'm just going to call him Yogi. Oh, then it's Goku versus Sagan Bo. You didn't have to name these guys. I don't think anyone who's on the site remembered any of these guys' names. Either way, then it's Goku versus Moro. Rematch with form achieved after learning about Bardock's past. Am I high? Doesn't that happen in the Moro, in the Granola arc? Was there a Bardock, like, flashback in the Moro arc that I just memory hold? Someone let me know in the comment section down below, because I don't remember. Also, speaking of the comment section down below, don't forget to let me know what your favorite moment was in Dragon Ball Z. I think I did forget to say that. So, Dragon Ball Z again, let me know what was your favorite moment, people. And now, back to this, I guess. Did he get... I swear to God, this is from the Granola fight, right? This is from the Granola fight. This shouldn't be here. Whatever. Either way, it's, Goku versus Moro again after he absorbed 7-3. See, I know who 7-3 is because he's literally the entire reason Moro gets a second form and all of his other powers, right? But all these other guys, they didn't have to name. Sagan Bo, Yogi, like, come on. Then it's UI Goku versus Moro 7-3 absorbed, Miras absorbed, and merging with Earth. So that's all, that's all one fight. Could you imagine if they actually added Dragon Ball manga characters into games? Would they call Moro's transformed form 7-3 absorbed, like how Boo's ones are Gohan absorbed and Gotenks absorbed? And if that's the case, when you transform into Ultra Instinct Moro, instead of it being called Ultra Instinct, is the official name for it 7-3 absorbed, Miras absorbed, and merging with Earth? Now, I get you could say, oh, there's no way they're going to let us play as Earth Moro, but he's probably going to be an ultimate attack, right? There's no way Moro's ultimate attack isn't that he just forms a giant mouth on the side of Earth, like Viltra from Musura's Wrath, and just blasts you. I actually would want Moro in a Dragon Ball game if he ended up having a really cool moveset through all the people he absorbed, right? Like, if one of his attacks was like the mix of a Big Bang attack and a Spirit Bomb, that would be sick. Or if one of his attacks was like a final Kamehameha, but he shoots it with like one hand instead, because he's got like everyone's powers at the same time. That'd be sick, you know? Moro would be a cool character in video games. I really hope that they add Moro 7-3 absorbed, Miras absorbed, and merging with Earth in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Maybe he'll be in the Moro 7-3 absorbed, Miras absorbed, merging with Earth DLC pack, but who knows? Then there's Ultra Instinct Goku versus Whis. This is when they're doing Ultra Instinct training. I do believe at the beginning of the Granola arc, because the Moro fight here is the last fight for the Moro arc. So, yeah. And Dragon Ball Super, again, Whis resuming Ultra Instinct training after observing Vegeta's training. Cool. Then there's Goku versus Granola. Oh, yeah, he only does fight Granola once. They don't count any of the times he jumps in as an extra fight. Okay. Because this is the fight where Goku has with Granola, where he starts off in base or Super Saiyan, and then he progressively goes to Ultra Instinct, and then Granola one-shots him. But Goku interrupts twice, I believe. And they didn't count those as fight. I guess because Vegeta immediately tells Goku to go away. So there's so little time that it can't be counted as a fight. But Beerus slapping Goku on the side of his head is a fight, apparently. So that's kind of funny. Then it's Dragon Ball Super, the first fight with Gas. This is after Moro, not Moro, but after Granola's on their side. And Gas is now the new antagonist. So the arc should have really been called Gas the Power Hungry, not Moro or Granola the Survivor. Should have been called Gas the Avaricious or something. I don't know. But then it's Goku and Vegeta versus Gas. And I think this would be a cool fight if it was not in the manga. I know that's going to sound rude, but I think the fight's pretty empty because Goku and Vegeta's characters kind of go through just not really a lot before they have to fight this guy. I imagine it would look really cool in the anime because the animation would be just so insane and the music would be so good that it could like distract you from the fact that they're not really doing a lot. But yeah, I just thought that's funny. There's Goku versus Broly, but keep in mind, they do not cover Dragon Ball Super Broly. This is just Goku training with Broly at the beginning of the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. So, yeah, do remember that. Then there's also Goku fighting against Vegeta after training Broly, which happens during the superhero movie. This fight happens throughout the entire movie, I believe. Like, while Gohan and Piccolo are, like, doing the main plot, Goku and Vegeta are just too busy, like, headbutting and kissing each other. They're not, I don't even know what they're doing. And then actually the last fight of Dragon Ball Super is Goku versus Gohan. And I think that's thematically really cool. That the final fight of Dragon Ball Super would be Goku versus his son, aka the new strongest guy in Dragon Ball. They didn't count Goku getting, getting his back blown out by Black Frieza here. That's crazy. Is Black Frieza just so strong compared to him, it's not a fight? That's interesting. Either way, after training with Broly and Whis and all that stuff for a few extra times, he can now fight Beast Gohan, which is really cool. Beast Gohan, like, just beats the hell out of him in this fight, which is crazy. But that is the final fight for Dragon Ball Super. And, yeah, let me know what your favorite fight is in all of Dragon Ball Super. I actually don't know what my favorite fight is, because I'm not too big of a fan of the Dragon Ball Super manga. So I'm actually going to have a hard time with this one, because I have no idea what my favorite fight would be. Again, I'm not going to submit my answers while I'm here, because people would go, oh, well, let's just pick the same answer as Steve, because we're watching his video. But yeah, these are all the options for the fights, and I think that's honestly a great place to end the video. So again, obviously, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know what your favorite fights were in the series, as well as other things that you think should be counted as fights, because there's a lot of things that they just miss outright. A good example is they don't show, like, Goku gets the memories from Bardock's past in the Moro fight, but they didn't actually show one for the Granola arc. It's just he fights Gas, then he fights Gas with Vegeta, and there's no memories of Bardock here, even though this arc was pretty big on it, right? He even looks at, like, Bardock's scouter at the end or something, and sees a reflection of Bardock in the scouter and stuff at the end of the arc or something like that. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that I think should have been counted as fights but weren't, and a lot of things that were just counted as fights even if they weren't. I mean, I think a lot of these were comedy reasons as well. Like, Beerus slapping Goku is not a fight, but they definitely added that for comedy, so that's fair. That's fair. And I think that's it. They didn't even put Goku punching Monaka in the face, but I guess they're only counting the Dragon Ball Super manga, not the anime. So there's not going to be any anime fights. A good example is none of the fights from DBS Broly are here. So Goku versus Super Saiyan Broly as the Super Saiyan Blue is not here. As well as Goku versus Golden Frieza isn't even here, because they're only counting the manga fights, not anime. But yeah, that's it. That's a good place to end the video. Again, if you guys enjoyed, obviously, again, please leave a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe, as it greatly supports the channel. Do also please remember that once you click your option, you must then press submit afterwards. Do not forget that, okay? That's very important. In fact, you know what? I'll just show it now. Let's say with Dragon Ball, and my favorite fight in the first arc is it's probably Goku versus Jackie Chan. I'm just going to click submit, and it just goes through, you know? So that's all you have to do. So yeah, submissions get made once every 24 hours, because obviously the voting period is just, yeah. So yeah, you can see the voting period down there. So yeah, again, so now we're going to end the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, obviously, again, please leave a like in the video. And don't forget to subscribe, as it greatly supports the channel. And leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. Again, that'll be it. Love you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time, fellas. Take care, and peace.